Have you ever wondered why some people seem to remain calm no matter what, unaffected by criticism, provocation, or tense situations? Do they have a secret that we don't know about? And what about you? Have you ever found yourself angry or frustrated because of someone else's words or actions? Is there a way to never be bothered by anyone again, to stay calm and composed no matter what happens? Stoic philosophy might be the answer, showing us how to control our emotions and live a life free from anger and disturbance. Let's begin. 1. Separate what you control from what you don't. How often do you find yourself angry or frustrated over things completely outside of your control? The weather, someone's rude comment, a situation at work, all these things can trigger strong reactions in us. But here's the thing, anger usually arises when we mistake what's in our control for what isn't. In Stoic philosophy, one of the key principles is the dichotomy of control, the idea that we should focus only on what we can control and let go of everything else. Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic thinkers, taught us that we should focus our energy on our own responses, not on external events. You can't control how someone else behaves or what happens in the world, but you can control how you respond to it. When you realize this, it's like you've unlocked the secret to emotional freedom. Think about it. When you get upset over someone cutting you off in traffic, or when a colleague's comment ruins your mood, you're giving away your peace of mind. By reacting, you're allowing someone else's actions to dictate how you feel. Stoicism teaches us to pause, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with our values, not with the trigger of the moment. So the next time you feel anger rising, take a step back and ask yourself, is this in my control? If it isn't, don't let it disrupt your peace. The power to stay calm is always within you. It's simply a matter of focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. When you start practicing this mindset, you'll feel more grounded, more centered, and far less affected by the actions of others. 2. Pause and reflect. In the heat of the moment, when someone provokes you or a situation starts to get under your skin, it's easy to react impulsively. You might feel the urge to respond immediately, letting your anger or frustration take control. But Stoic philosophy teaches us a crucial lesson. Before reacting, take a moment to pause and reflect. This simple practice can change everything. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." In other words, if you don't pause to understand your situation and your emotions, no matter how things unfold, you'll never find clarity or peace. By taking a moment to reflect, you regain control over your reactions. You allow yourself the space to choose a response that's thoughtful and aligned with your values. Think about the last time you got angry. Did you act immediately, or did you take a second to ask yourself, why am I upset? What can I learn from this? When we pause, we create room for rational thought. Instead of impulsively firing back at someone, you can choose to respond in a way that reflects your calm and wisdom. This doesn't mean you ignore the situation or suppress your feelings, but rather you control the way you express them. The next time you feel your anger rising, remind yourself, pause. Take a deep breath, reflect, and then choose how to respond. By doing so, you'll avoid the emotional knee-jerk reactions that only escalate the situation and instead bring a sense of clarity and calm to your interactions. This simple act of reflection allows you to maintain your peace no matter the external circumstances. 3. See every provocation as a test. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is that challenges, including the ones that provoke us, are not to be feared. They are to be embraced. Every time someone tries to trigger you or push your buttons, think of it not as an attack, but as an opportunity for growth. Anger is often the result of feeling provoked. But what if you could see every provocation as a chance to test your own patience and self-control? Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, wrote about using every difficulty as a way to strengthen your character. He said, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Instead of seeing a challenging person or situation as something that stands between you and peace, use it as an opportunity to become more resilient, more understanding, and more at peace with yourself. Think about the last time someone cut you off in traffic or said something hurtful. Instead of reacting with frustration or anger, pause and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Could this be a chance to practice staying calm, to let go of the need to be right, or to simply walk away from unnecessary conflict? Every provocation is a test of your inner strength and your ability to remain centered in the face of chaos. By adopting this perspective, you free yourself from the cycle of emotional reactivity and start to respond in a way that aligns with your values and Stoic principles. Each time you face a provocation with calm, you reinforce your power to choose how you react, rather than letting external circumstances control your emotions. So next time someone tries to provoke you, see it as a chance to rise above and maintain your peace. Fourth, practice gratitude for the challenges. In moments of difficulty, it's easy to focus on what's going wrong. We naturally want things to be smooth and effortless, but life doesn't always work that way. Here's a Stoic secret. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you can use, not just for the easy moments, but for the challenges that push you. Instead of seeing obstacles as something to resent, embrace them as opportunities for growth. Seneca once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." The Stoics believed that adversity wasn't something to avoid, but something to use to build resilience. When we face challenges, instead of feeling defeated, we can choose to be grateful for the lessons they bring. Whether it's learning patience, building emotional strength, or practicing self-discipline, each difficulty is an opportunity to improve. Think about it. When was the last time something challenging led you to learn something important? Maybe it was a tough conversation that taught you to communicate better, or a setback at work that showed you how resilient you can be. The key is shifting your perspective. Instead of thinking, "This is unfair," try thinking, "What can I learn from this?" Gratitude doesn't just make difficult moments easier, it makes them meaningful. So next time you're faced with a challenge, don't just grit your teeth and power through. Take a moment to appreciate it. Ask yourself, what am I being taught here? With gratitude, every difficulty becomes a chance to practice being your best self. By incorporating this mindset, you can turn struggles into powerful lessons that enrich your life